cost statement regularly. And for those of you who are working more than 40 or 50 hours a week, start thinking about an assistant. An assistant will free you up to do the things that you need to do, and it's not an expense, it's an investment. And once again, use the Recruit Select DISC profile when you're hiring your assistant, and just make sure that you follow that system.
I think for me, it came as a big epiphany where, the one biggest factor that I feel is it makes a big difference in my business is simply just empathy, is fully, wholeheartedly understanding someone. And if you fully, wholeheartedly understand someone, then you can best serve them. So for myself, like I mentioned before, my listing presentations are so unbelievably simple. They don't come with bells and whistles, but I do take the time to understand their home, and I do take the time to make small, very, very simple things that I do to make a difference in their lives. If that could be, I sold a home 2 years ago when I first got into the business, and this individual is now moving to a little bit south to Toronto. And so I have contacts in Toronto who can actually help him get a job. Now, I actually called up my contacts in Toronto to help him get a job. Now, that's not part of my job description, but I'll tell you something. If you make small investments in people, then they will turn around and be inspired to help you. So by empathy, through inspiration, you can actually develop a very powerful business that doesn't necessarily require any money. I have a confession to make. I don't even have an office space. I work out of a communal area in my office. I don't send a newsletter out, but I make investments in people. And I don't generally, many times I don't even ask for the business. If you make an investment in someone, everyone in this room has felt special and has felt as if someone singled them out and made them feel very, very special. And how has that made you feel? And have you been inspired to help someone else? I don't want to get hocus pocus with it, but I think if you can inspire people to help you, it's the most powerful thing of all.
I think the one thing that's made the most difference, it sounds so simple, but it continually baffles me. If you set a goal that you write down, it almost seems like magic. It seems to happen. And a lot of the people I talk to, I think, just didn't take the time to do that. You know, they get overwhelmed by, oh, the business plan online, it was too complicated and all that stuff. Okay, fine. Then get a piece of paper and write down how many listings you need to feel good about yourself next year and how many buyers, and then put that somewhere. It's really simple.
One thing I wish I did from the beginning is create 2 databases. We have this now. What I mean by that is I have a database that is for all my internet leads. I'm heavily in internet traffic, and every time a lead comes in there, it automatically goes into our drip campaign. And I spent a lot of time in the beginning setting up drip campaigns. We have 7-year drip campaigns. So when an internet lead comes in there, the first month they come in, they get touched 4 times. They get the first week they get a coupon, and it's not about, hey, I want to sell you a home. It's here's 25% off Lowe's. Lowe's is down there, you can set it up with them. The next one might be 20% off Home Depot. Well, the next one might be a $5 gift certificate. You have to buy a certain amount through Starbucks, and you get it off. But the point is, it's something that they're actually going to take the time to print out, cut off, and the last thing I want them to do is remember my face when they're actually putting that in there. You never know how much more that's going to go. So by creating that separate email system, drip campaign, and then once they become an active buyer or a closed sale, they go into my sphere of influence. Because what you don't want to happen, you don't want to have 7,000 people that you're marketing to and spending all those countless dollars that aren't even going to use you anyways. If you're on the web, you have a lot of people that either have their house in the market that are looking, they want to get information, they want to see if they can find it, see if their realtor is doing a good job. I get a lot of those. They get people that are just going to say no at no.com. So I mean, you don't want to be marketing and spending money to something that unless you know that you're creating a raving fan by doing that. Malcolm Gladwell wrote The Tipping Point, which is a phenomenal book. And if you ever want to know what a raving fan is, that's the best definition I've learned to find. So you have this other database that's over here.